to get everybody fighting with each other.
Oh, that makes sense. But listen, why do we expect good things out of evil? Huh? Here's the problem I have. In America, the church and the state is separate. You can't name a school, a public school. I went to high school, summer high school. We was the Bulldogs. Okay, you could name it summer high school, Red Devils, Green Devils. You can name it that, but you couldn't name it Jesus. So we live in a Christian society where you can name a school after the devil, but you can't name it after Jesus.
DickGregory.com. We're out of time. Let me say bye to you during the break. Amazing interview. Thank you so much, sir.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Listen up, friends. This is Alex Jones with key information. The mainstream media is now admitting that we're going into a depression. Don't be dependent on the government for you and your family. You need to get your own supply of high-quality storable foods from efoodsdirect.com. They're the best company out there, the longest continually operating, with a ton of great food to choose from. It's all fresh, made on a monthly basis, not some old cruddy food they're selling you like some of the other guys. Try their new Evacuation Pack, a 2-week supply of delicious, easy-to-fix food. It comes with all the equipment you need to prepare it. With open talk of a strike on Iran in the next 3 months, the crisis in the Gulf, and possible evacuations, get yourself and your family ready today. The place to go is efoodsdirect.com. Go to their website online right now, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or call 800-409-5633. Again, on the web, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or give them a call at 800-409-5633.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans, made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
We now take you live
to the Central Texas Command Center
in the heart of the resistance. You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
I started the show talking about this, and I want to get into it more when we blitz through some news here in a few minutes. But this Bloomberg article, in their long-term research, and Prudential admits it, the big insurance companies, others are involved, that they had a secret deal with the government and the Department of Veterans to allow them to basically keep the money from 6 million soldiers and their different types of injury benefits and death benefits. And it just shows these people practice evil, and they train you to accept evil. That's why they're now in the news going, Ministry of Defense probes claim that soldiers are smuggling heroin from Afghanistan. What are you talking about? In fact, did you guys find that Fox newscast we played before where Geraldo's on there with the Marine Corps colonel, and they admit they're helping protect and grow the opium fields. Remember that? We're not going to play it yet. I'm going to play it right at the end of the hour. But, I mean, because people don't believe this when I say it. I've got to play it. And I can pull up AP, Reuters, and they're like, we have to help grow the opium or the Taliban won't be our friends. We're there to get the opium. When I say we're there, I've got to get my mind out of that cycle. This isn't my country. My country was stolen. I want my country back. We're run by big global corporations for their power and control. And if they'll kill 1 million plus Iraqis in the last 7.5 years of war, and over 1.5 million from sanctions before that, that's 2.5 million of a 24 million population. Do you think they care about minimum wage workers cleaning stuff up with Core Exit in the Gulf or at Exxon Valdez 20-something years ago? You think they care about firefighters and police and medical workers at the World Trade Center? You think they care about any of this? I mean, do you think that the system cares about you? And the answer is no. Not only do they not care, they enjoy hurting you. Of course they're poisoning the water and the vaccines. Of course they're doing all of this. And the sick part is we go along with it. We feel like we're part of the system in all our little petty positions of power in the compartmentalized pyramidal structure. It's time to realize that we are a drugged out, dumbed down, wicked society. And we've got to start recognizing evil from good and supporting good over evil. But that means you've got to find the real good, not the whole panopticon, the whole panacea, the whole pantheon of counterfeits. I mean, this world is sophisticated. And I just learn more every month now than I learned in the previous year. It's just accelerating, and I can't even articulate it all. It's just incredible. And I can't stand being prominent. I can't stand that I'm in the position with all this responsibility, because even though I'm real and try to be good, I'm weak. I'm made up out of the flesh. But through all the persecution we've gone through, and we don't talk about really much of it on the show, it just makes me a better person. Coming up, this story's up on the Drudge Report. Big shifts to get expanded role in policing the internet. They're going ahead with the cybersecurity takeover. Key report. That's also at GCNlive.com. Another one, expanding U.S.-Canada security economic partnership. They're going ahead with the North American Union integration. That's up at GCNlive.com. Soros Front Group exploits teenage celebrity to get out the vote for the war party, the Obama party, same as the Bush party, same as the globalist party. That's at GCNlive.com. Another key report by Jurian Massin does such a great job. The Biometric Utopians, the Biocratic Utopians, Part 1, Prussian Eugenics. You got to go read all this. Gold, silver explode as banksters abandon market manipulation. It's just all insane. And I can just see the social engineering. I can see how destructive it is. I can see what it's designed for. And then I can read globalist-owned white papers that are public, and it confirms everything I already organically knew. I can watch Glenn Beck at a fancy graphic on the screen that he's of the history of the world, and I can know that he's going to walk over at the end of it and say he is the next great event in human history, and I can sit there and know what he's about to do before he does it. Do you know what that's like, ladies and gentlemen? I know a lot of you have that discernment. It's incredible. I know the enemy. I can see into their mind. I know who they are. I've studied them, researched them, read their writings, watched them for so long. I'm 36 years old. I've been doing this for 15 years, and I'm almost like, God, why me? But you've got to look in the mirror and ask yourself that as well. I mean, it's all of us together. And I know why a lot of you are scared. You're scared of the responsibility. You're scared of the consequences. But I'm here to tell you, the consequences to not resisting this dehumanization, 110%, are much greater than whatever the consequences are of resisting it. It's going to be much worse if we don't say no to this. We know this is a tyranny. We know this is an oppression. We know this is a dehumanizing system. It's death. And we have got to realize how sick this world is, and we've got to get our priorities straight right now. I mean, what did Dick Gregory say? Dick Gregory is an extremely famous icon of the civil rights movement. And I'd never talked to him, never tried to get him on. I saw he was on a 9/11 Truth hunger strike, so we call up, and he's like, I just love you and see your research, and everybody all over the country talks about you more than anybody else. And then he said that on air. You heard him. I mean, you know what that's like? And then to know that they've got not just government attacking me and big corporations and big media demonizing me and lying about me and twisting what I say, but the COINTELPRO attacking me from the conspiracy theory angle, and the white supremacist like Hal Turner, who I knew was a Fed. You could just tell it. I knew he was a globalist. I knew he was FBI. It came out. I was exactly right. I know them. I know Glenn Beck's bad. I know Barack Obama's bad. I know, okay? I know. It's like looking out your door and there's a thunderstorm and rain's coming down. Cats and dogs. I know if I walk out there, I'm going to get drenched. It's raining so hard, the rain's going sideways. An umbrella isn't going to help. I knew those Bin Laden videos were fake when I looked at them. I could tell one was a computer generation, a classic video game template. It wasn't even well done. They do them bad on purpose to condition you to accept lies, where you know it's a lie at a subconscious level, but accept it. And now they admit it's fake. The other one was a fat guy in a room. They admit they made that one. They come out and say we're taking the veterans' death benefits. They come out and say they're shipping the drugs in. They're trying to break our will. They're trying to dominate us and go, okay, you exposed us, fine, we're evil. What you going to do about it? They're counting on yuppies not being able to admit they're putting sodium fluoride that's deadly in the water. They're counting on people not looking at the evidence the vaccines are killing you and maiming you. You've got to make the decision to admit the truth to yourself, and then what are you going to do about it? As one of the founding fathers said, I'm willing to know the whole truth, the horrible truth, and make preparation for it. Just denying the truth doesn't make you safe. It makes you in more danger. Sticking your head in the sand, the hyenas get you. Now, for the balance of this segment, I want to bring up Steve Shank, one of our great sponsors. And not only does this fund our operation, and we're funded by you, the listeners, but it's also the storable food company I believe in. I bought a lot of different places, didn't like it, or it had chemicals in it, or, you know, it had fillers in it. It had things like MSG in it, or it was GMO. Not with Steve Shank, and it's the biggest continually operating company in the nation. And I believe patriots need gardens and guns and gold, and that patriots need to have storable food. And I believe now is the time to take action. I'm going to cover news in the final segment, bringing Steve Shank up. Steve, good to have you here with us today. Your buy 3, get 1 free is about to end, and you haven't done this but one other time in the past, and so much is happening with the grain shortages in Russia and with the depression. I've got all the news here where they're admitting we're going into a depression. I mean, I believe in this. I hope folks get storable foods from you while they can.
Well, absolutely. The fascinating thing, Alex, is that the only reason that we brought this buy 3, get 1 free up again is because we have been absolutely forced. This Russian thing is absolutely insane. Prices all over the place are going up like mad. And for the first time in 3 years, eFoods has to raise prices. We don't have any choice. Otherwise, we'll be on our backs. It'll wipe us out. And so what we did was we pre-bought a whole bunch of the food that we could get from our suppliers at the current prices before they hit us with the price increases, and that's why we're able to do the buy 3, get 1 free. But the response has been absolutely insane. We've got people calling us and emailing us and orders coming out our ears, and we're just concerned about the length of time that we've given before that price increase. So what we did was we're going to jack it back 7 days. So by the 27th of this month, of September, if people will get their orders in just as fast as they can, by the 27th of the month, we will have to go up to higher prices on the 28th just to survive for buying in this next batch of stuff. But what we've got right now is we've got the prices going up like crazy, and the United States will refuse to set limits on the amount of exports, and so these other countries are buying up our food, and they're going to starve our citizens.
Well, my main reason is they're admitting we're going into a depression. They're devaluing the dollar. Gold is exploding. Look, with all the uncertainty, I got storable food.